Hi there, this is Alex, the Chaotic DM. I am here to tell you that we have lost some of our video files, specifically episodes 28 through 35. There was a data transfer error that we ran into, so those files got corrupt. We did have the audio files, so we are going to be putting them with this overlay so that you can continue watching the videos here, or you can head over to the podcasting app where all of the audio files are available. We hope you enjoy.
Welcome, fellow adventurers, nerds, and neurodivergents. Sit back, stay hydrated, and prepare yourselves for tonight's adventure. We are finally back on schedule, though we are a little later than when we would normally start. We had some technical difficulties, but here we are. Last we left off, the legendary Misfits trekked up a mountain, made some allies, and assaulted the lair of Cryovane. There were some close calls, and there was a lot of back and forth, but finally they got the upper hand. With the great dragon defeated and the battle won, the Misfits now must deal with the aftermath and determine what their next course of action will be. So, I ask you all, indeed, what is your next course of action?
I would like to make some dragon steaks.
You'd have to salvage some meat.
Correct. I wish
Unfortunately,
to score the animal.
Okay. Which dragon are you moving towards to salvage the meat from?
The one what tastes like chicken.
I don't know if you know what dragon tastes like.
No, but he is one of the multiple frozen chickens.
Okay. I'm gonna need a nature check.
And while Ace is doing that, is there any way that I can maybe get some teeth out of his mouth?
Heck yeah.
Sure. You could also make a nature check.
I'm with all that.
apologies. We all of our checks are at disadvantage, right? We all failed Dragon Force. Or who failed? Because I know I did.
You failed Dragon Force.
I thought we just got an exhaustion. Is there more?
What does exhaustion give?
So first level
What?
exhaustion might do that. Let me check.
Level 1 exhaustion is disadvantage on your ability check.
First level exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks. However, Malachi, I know you failed. One of you succeeded.
That was me because I died while I was still in Dragon Force, or whatever, something like that.
Right, you didn't have to roll. Someone who rolled succeeded.
Oh.
I don't think it was me.
You all failed. Penn just died, so he didn't have
Did
to.
everyone fail?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Man,
So,
Does
Ace, roll your nature check again, and we'll take the lower roll. Dianus, you roll a nature check. It would be at disadvantage.
just for learning purposes, aren't those skill checks versus ability checks?
It is an
Are-
ability check.
They're the same thing? Okay.
Yes. So
Just-
there's ability checks, saving throws, and then attack rolls.
Ah, I just did even better. That's a 28.
So you're 25.
Yeah.
You get to choose the types of cuts of meat that you want to try to get from the dragon. You can only carry so much, but you have choice.
The finest, the most tender and succulent cuts. The fuck I don't.
Dianus,
From the upper ribs.
it takes you a while, but you still gather a couple teeth.
Yay.
They're
Can I
not
get one?
like in super good condition. one of them's chipped and the other one's kind of like a baby shark's tooth coming in. It fell out and then they was starting to come in, so you kind of got a new tooth and like a slightly chipped tooth, but you got a couple teeth.
Baby shark.
Nice. It'll make good for some jewelry.
Yay! That'll be so cool.
Ace, I'll say you get, I don't know, 50 pounds of dragon meat, whatever cut you want.
Heck yeah. Oh, can I also pop his eyeball out? I'm gonna put it in a jar and preserve it. It might come in handy.
Do you know how big his eyeball is in comparison to your body?
Like my head?
Yeah,
I don't have a jar that big.
slightly bigger than your head.
Oh.
Teach me like the size of swords, dude.
Does anybody want to play soccer?
That sounds fun.
Eyeball soccer.
It is still cold, and the barrier's down, so the blizzard-like conditions are moving into the town.
Oh, fine.
But they are letting up now that the dragons are gone. Now that the dragons are dead, like it's subsiding, but it takes weather a while to subside.
The children will like it. I could potentially, if I could take some of the stock, I could just drag it behind me.
You rolled a 25, so it'll take you probably about the same amount of time that it took Dianus to get 2 teeth for you to get your meat and the eyeball.
Okay, we're doing it. And I will tie the eyeball stock to my belt and let it flop around behind me to come along.
Dangly bits.
I have balls.
Penn and Malachi, what are you doing while they're salvaging cryovane parts?
Well, I'm checking on these two. Yak and Urlock.
Erdlock?
Urlock. I was close. Are they incapacitated? Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, they look dead.
Okay, I'm going to.
Very bloody.
I'm gonna attempt to cast Spare the Dying. Well, no, hell with it. I'll just mass cure wounds this area.
Let me look at the wording of mass cure wounds.
I mean, if that doesn't work, well, yeah.
Let's take a look here, because I don't know. What's that, 5th level spell? Yeah, I could just search it.
Yeah, it's 5th and higher.
Yeah, so mass cure. No. Watch out, you choose up to 6 creatures, each trigger has no effect on undead. I'll allow it. Go ahead and roll.
So I have a 5th spell slot. The thing to go that against me.
I mean, you should have. You didn't. You used a good bit of spells, but you didn't use all of yours.
I didn't use any spell slots. So,
No, you were casting like high level.
It's kind of heavy. And then
That was a high roll.
Yeah, another D.
So 33 total. You cast this spell in this area, and are you targeting any more creatures other than just them two? Because you can target up to 6. Are you trying to move that?
Yeah.
You should target Eric.
He's not in range.
Oh.
So.
You can hit all of them, like there.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Just 8 people there. Um, Dayanis, Yak,
Earthlock.
Thank you. Why can't I get his name right? Myself,
Yeah.
Devlin, and the wormling?
The baby
Okay.
dragon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna remove that so I can update accordingly. So, Dayanis, you gain 33 HP. The wormling heals up. As you, and Pen, obviously you get your 33 HP. As your healing energy wraps around both of these bodies, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Okay? I'll need you to make a second one for the other body. You don't feel it grasp, but you also don't feel any negative effect from it. Nothing backlashes at you, but you do gain an additional 66 HP.
I gained 66?
Yes. Almost like your magic was reflected back at you.
So they're still down?
Their breathing looks to be stabilized, and they don't look to be bleeding profusely anymore. But they are still unconscious.
Okay, well then. Let's,
You know what? Make an investigation check.
okay.
Or I'll give you a choice: investigation or perception.
Well,
Okay. You don't gain any additional details.
since I sensed it kind of like reflect back at me, I don't really think it took hold. I mean, yes, it looks like they're breathing, but now I'm going to attempt to cast Spare the Dying on them individually.
Just at its base level?
What's a cantrip, so.
Yeah. Some cantrips you can cast at higher levels.
Then no, I can't.
Okay.
No, cantrips just level up with your level.
So, they're stabilized for all intents and purposes.
Alright, well, they're not dying. But they're still down, like it looks like they can't really move, like they would need help getting out of here. Yes?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over here. Where's Malachi? I'm gonna ask Malachi if he wants to join me and check on Elish. Is Cephas still down too, or did you get him up?
I should have been able to stabilize them both.
Yes, you stabilized both of them, but for all intents and purposes, they're both still unconscious.
Yep.
Also, Pen, while you're walking over here, and Malachi, I assume, are you walking up to him, or are you staying where you are?
Walking up to who?
Pen.
Yeah, I'm walking up to Pen.
You both see the girls playing soccer with an eyeball.
Roll my eyes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot. So then, since Diana's left to go get her teeth, she wouldn't have been standing there actually. So I wouldn't have been able to heal her.
That's very true.
So then, would Draco have gone with you, Dan?
Did Draco stay or did Draco go with you to collect teeth?
Draco stayed.
Okay.
In the healing with Lord Draco.
Okay. An investigation check. It's a pretty good roll. What are you looking for?
Ooh.
Just checking out Elish's condition and what he looks like. If there's anything of note or use on the ground around him.
He looks like he has the equipment that he normally has on him. There's nothing of note around him really, and there's nothing different about his body.
No?
No.
No magical aura dissipated off of him or anything?
Well, you saw that after
I did
Crowdbane
see
went
that.
down. Yes.
Okay.
It's very
If I
prevalent
saw
that
that,
something dissipated from all of them.
if I saw that, then I'm gonna up down to a knee,
Mhm.
and I will use lay on hands on him, bring him to 1 hit point.
Make a wisdom save for me.
Ooh, okay. Damn, these are still a disadvantage. That's gonna suck.
No, the wisdom saves aren't. Not anymore. Well,
Because
No.
because of my whatchamacallit, because of
you
the Dragon
succeeded,
Force.
though. You got
Okay.
through it. So no. So I'll give you the higher of the two there, which would be 23.
I didn't succeed my Dragon Force Constitution save though.
That's
None
only
of us
ability
did.
checks, not saving throws.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You are absolutely right. I
Level-
apologize.
And
Level 2
since you
right?
broke through your mystery point thing, you removed the disadvantage.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pen.
Is it level 2 saving throws?
No, level 3.
Oh, okay.
Exhaustion 2 is speed halved.
Okay.
So at a 23 wisdom save, similar to the same thing that Pen felt, you feel your magic doesn't take quite grasp hold of Elish and kind of gets reflected back of you, but no real ill effect. If available, you gain 1 HP.
Huh. Interesting. And I expend the point?
Yes.
Okay. What the hell?
He seems stable like Yak and Erlock.
Yes.
Okay. I got his name right.
I'm gonna look at Pen. My magic got reflected back at me. Has that ever happened to you?
Actually, that just happened to me when I tried to heal Yak and Erlock.
Huh.
But
Interesting.
they seemed stable. That's why I left them over there. I mean, they were breathing at least. Definitely gonna need some help
Malachi's
to get
gonna
out of here.
Malachi's gonna look over at Erdlock real quick and just kind of give like a slight nod, thankful that he's okay. And then he's gonna
He
look
is
around.
not bleeding to death anymore.
Stable, based
He
on what
is
Penn
stable.
said. So no dying yet. Can I find Kishan is the main silver
Yes.
dragon?
Kishan is the ancient silver dragon that headed this assault.
Okay, I'd like to go over to him and talk to him.
So while you guys have been all doing this, you know, I'm gonna move you back up there real quick for a second. These guys kind of, Keyshawn and Alabaster kind of, went to the center of the battlefield and just took a breath while all the other ones kind of rushed around all the white dragons and, did young dragon things. So you can go up to him in the center of the battlefield. Ace, while you're dragging an eyeball behind you with Dionysus, you just hear the loud footfalls, or I should say the heavy footfalls of the two large dragons just kind of walking to the middle of the battlefield.
I look in their direction to see what's going on.
They just kind of stop. They look like they're looking around, almost in shock.
I'm going to go over there and put a hand on a toe or whatever I can reach and try to, be consoling.
Okay. If you would do that, you would get there around the same time as Malachi would. Both of you are about the same height-ish. You're a little taller, so you can get to, like, their upper ankle.
I will put a hand on their ankle and, tell them, I'm sorry. I wish there was more we could do.
Are you saying anything, Malachi?
Malachi just kind of nods at Keyshawn. I guess Malachi kind of looks around at like just the frozen destruction and whatnot, and he just kind of looks at Keyshawn and is a silent and solemn, like conciliatory nod. And he's just like, I'm so sorry.
Young humans, or Genasi was it for the young lady here?
Yes.
Thank you for your assistance and your condolences. Fortunately, I had anticipated this much loss. There is no way we were getting out of here unscathed.
What are your plans now?
We have more survivors in various caves. They should be
You
coming
do?
now, yes.
Oh.
The only people that were with me was the elite squad. You just so happened to run into the rest of the elite squad when you entered that cave.
Do you know anything about how Cryovane came to be here?
That's a mystery, much like it's how the rest of us came to be here, how you came to be here.
True. Are you
Where are
familiar?
you? Sorry.
It's okay. Were there any sort of demons involved in the activities up here that you have information about?
Nothing about any demonic entities. Though Cryovane did have something. He could be heard talking to himself in his lair at odd hours.
Where is his lair? May we go rifle through it? If it would be respectful to your village, of course.
This isn't my village anymore. But we will make it even greater than it was before. You may, as you were just as influential in this battle as my forces.
Thank you. I'll make sure that we check with you before we take anything.
Be cautious.
Is his lair
It
far?
is a dragon lair. Sometimes they can be trapped.
Is it far from here?
No, it's where he came out of. Where your companion that survived this fight is still standing in front of. One of the nuns.
Gotcha.
And you can
You
see
mean
him
that
kind of
igloo over
glare.
there?
You can see him kind of glare at Devlin. What was that, Pen?
You mean that igloo over there?
Yes, the giant igloo.
Gotcha.
And just so everyone's clear, it's this one.
Yep. I'm gonna look back at Keyshawn. Is there anything that we can do to help you?
Make it warmer.
Fireball?
I'm talking
Not
on a
here.
global scale.
So eliminating fossil fuels. Got it.
I'm gonna look back
What's a
at Keyshawn.
fossil
Don't.
fuel?
And I'm just gonna look at Keyshawn and just be like, don't mind her.
Bone juice, friends. Bone juice.
We'll work on the temperature. And
I
I'm
like
gonna
me
start
some
moving
bone
towards
juice
the.
every now and again.
Oh. Well, Cryovane's dead body has plenty of it.
I'm
Yeah,
letting the youngins enjoy theirs first. They deserve it.
If you give me a couple of days, I'm sure I can gladly raise the temperature up in this area.
Maybe one of your friends down at that village could do so too, if you have means of communicating with them.
My shell. I will pull out my shell.
Okay.
I'm still not quite sure how it works, so I'm just kind of gonna look at it and talk at it like, hey, is anybody listening? I honestly forget in town
wait a
had
few
the
seconds. Wait a few more seconds. Oh, hi, hello, hi. I was charged with listening in. Who is this? Who are you?
We're the legendary Misfits.
Well, you sound like one person, so you're not the legendary Misfits.
You don't know.
I give me that. God. Hello. This is Gilrael. Sorry for the little one.
Hi, Gilrael. It's okay. We love the children.
That makes one of us.
Everything has gone as well as it could possibly go up here. Is Elrin around?
Lady Elrin. Hold on, give me a sec. I think she just ran out into the garden. And there's no hold tone, so you just hear silence for like a solid 3 minutes.
I will do my own hold tone.
Oh, okay. I mean, you are a bard, so that makes sense. While you're holding, Malachi, you rolled an investigation check on the lair. Is anyone else looking in there with Malachi?
I would have walked over since we're done talking to Keyshawn.
Okay. I'll give you, since Pen is with you, Malachi, I'll give you the higher one on that roll instead of at disadvantage, because I'm assuming he would have helped you with that.
Gratitude, Dragonborn.
Gives you a 17 instead of a 15, slightly better. What are you investigating for?
I mean, I want to see what I've never really seen. Well, actually, yes, I've seen a dragon's lair a long time ago, but I'm curious to see what actually is in his lair. Is there anything of note, anything of use, anything of worth? You know, maybe something shiny.
There's plenty of shiny things. There's
I
a
want to
lot
know.
of frozen bodies. Everything's encased in ice.
Yeah, I want to know if everyone was just using this place to protect herself, or if she was protecting something.
Hard to tell from the entrance. Everything is encased in a solid layer of ice in here. Around.
Are there any traps in the entrance here?
Doesn't seem trapped.
You take a step inside then.
Nothing.
I'm gonna produce a flame as I walk in there.
Okay. As you go inside and look around, you can see like gold and weapons and other valuables like jewelry and gems and whatnot frozen and encased in ice. Way in the back of the layer, deep in there, you see a couple of things that look like items. And what you know about dragons is they wouldn't take something unless it was valuable or had worth to them. Frozen and encased in ice. And then on the side where the hole is in, that Ace blew the hole in the side of the wall, there is a bunch of frozen bodies encased in ice. Some of them are already, like, their torso is missing, and it's just the lower half of their body encased in the ice. Again,
are they wearing any armor or anything?
Yes. Some of them are, some of them aren't. From what you both know about white dragons in general, is they generally like to eat their food frozen.
Look back at Penn. You're like, what use has a dragon for all of this loot?
They love to collect things. They love shiny things. They don't. It's not like they have a purpose. They just like to have stuff.
So they're greedy. Lovely.
While you both are looking around in there, Ace, your dial tone, you hear someone on the other line. Hello? The Misfits? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Lauren.
Oh, hi. Hi, it's so good to hear from you. You guys have survived, I assume? You're not calling for immediate assistance or evacuation?
Not dead. Not a one of us.
That's very good to hear. And, your friends?
Well, unfortunately, many didn't make it from the village who were helping us, but luckily, many were liberated. And they're here, but something's wrong. Malachi and Penn both tried to revive them, but it doesn't seem to be working. I'm sure you can ask them for more details about it. But immediate request was to make it warmer. I know you guys have been controlling the weather around the village, around Exire, as much as you can. Do you think you could spread it further now that there's no resistance?
Give me 1 second, and you don't even... She doesn't even put the phone down, because you can hear her muttering something, and all of a sudden the clouds and the blizzard disappears, and the sun comes out, and it's warm again at the top of this mountaintop. Not only that, but grass starts penetrating, and gardens start penetrating back through the snow where they used to be. There, is that better?
Wonderful. You are amazing.
It'll still take a while for the snow to dissipate, but at least the blizzard's gone and the weather should hold. They'll be able to propagate their own food and whatnot. Just the hills might be a little slippery for the time being.
We're used to slippery hills.
Is there anything? And then in the background of the call, this telepathic communication device that you have, you just hear like a horn or something go in the background, and you hear a bunch of chatter, and it sounds like a bunch of panic. And sorry to cut this short. I have to go. Get back safe. We'll see you soon. And then silence.
I will put my phone away and look at Malachi.
He's in the lair. Unless you went with him.
He left?
Yeah, he left you.
I know he wandered off so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his ADHD. All right.
While this is going, yeah. While this is all going on, Deonis, what are you doing? You were playing soccer with Ace until she stopped.
I probably would have hung out right with Ace.
Okay, so you would have, because it's not real. You probably, if you were close enough, could have heard that conversation, at least bits and pieces of it. Especially with your cat ears. So yeah, you you'd heard some of that, but the weather's at least nicer now.
Yeah, I don't like the cold too much myself.
Malachi and Penn, if you would like, you can make another investigation check inside of the lair. It would be one of you making it, and it would not be at disadvantage because you'd be getting advantage.
And what's your investigation at?
+1.
All right, I should be making it. I got proficiency in it.
Yep. Oh.
So you said
Just straight.
straight.
Yep.
Oh, dirty 20.
Okay. You see somehow one of the ballista from the ships is frozen and encased in ice in here. You see some weapons that are giving off some magical auras. You see a bunch of gold and whatnot still, and gems. You see some artifacts that you recognize from when Kira and Elrin took you into the temple vault with all of the locked up artifacts. So you see some of those, and you see just so many frozen dead bodies.
Aside from all the dead, there's a lot of useful stuff in here.
Encased
You look
in
at the
ice.
ballista. Encased in ice?
Yes, everything's encased in ice.
We really need to melt this ice.
Well, I'm gonna start with the relics. I mean, I don't know how much this flame can melt the ice, or how long it'll take. I mean, I can, shoot it at it, but I don't want to destroy anything.
Can I do what I did before to when I kind of thawed the ice on midnight and calibrate my dragon breath?
You can try.
Okay, I'll
You're
try it on the
exhausted.
gold.
So, what I will say is,
But the
I mean,
exhaustion
this
is
is-
just for ability checks.
yes, but it's also good for canonical and narration purposes. It takes more effort to control your breath with that amount of accuracy. So, first of all, which dragon breath are you using? The spell or your innate ability from the dragons?
Since I am exhausted, let's go with the spell option since that's the weaker one.
Okay. Make an Arcana check for me, and that would be.
This is at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys really need to sleep.
11. Damn, that would have been nice too.
You are like, yeah, sure, I've done it before, I can do it again, let's go.
So I'll spend the spell slot, and then I'll
Pen,
try and cast.
Are you in front of or behind Malachi?
Just beside him.
Beside? Okay, that works. So the relics are back here. So position yourselves within there on the map where you would be.
Well, again, I just want to try and do this on the gold right now. So let's go here.
Okay.
We're shooting it this way.
Okay. Roll a d20 and add your spell casting modifier. Add your spell attack modifier to it. So I believe that's your charisma. Okay. So 24. While it's not the most controlled flame that you've done, you don't hurt Pen. It does get a little hot in this igloo, as that's also magical fire.
Does anything in the igloo start melting?
The ceiling, the walls, like enough for it to get thin enough for light to start coming in those areas. You see water pooling around the base of the ice, but it doesn't look like it's melted a lot.
But it has melted a bit.
Yes.
Okay. Let's okay. Instead, I'm gonna look at Pen. I'm gonna be like, it's about to get warmer in here. You okay with that?
I'm freezing. I'm down for the warmth.
Malachi is going to look straight up, and he is going to try again and calibrate another dragon breath, but it's going to be the stronger one this time. And he's trying to kind of fill the room, like basically burn everything.
What
burn
direction?
like the ceiling straight up.
Okay. I'd say make another Arcana check.
It's an excellent way to get a face full of water.
You're not there.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. So you can better calibrate this one. So I'd say with that, you better calibrate this one and unleash it. But you didn't realize it before, the ceiling was already weak, as light was starting to come in.
Mm-hmm.
Your breath goes straight up through the ceiling and melts the entire ceiling.
Okay.
It does not flick down around the sides like you were planning. Ace and Dianus and everyone else that's still alive up here sees this giant fire breath just emit from this igloo.
Is he catching on fire in there?
Maybe that was a little too much. All right, still calibrating. All right, let's back up a little bit. So now there's no roof, right?
No.
Okay.
And the sides are starting to collapse.
I'm gonna
that's
walk over towards the relics.
Okay.
Wait, no, don't do that. Are they melted yet?
There's pools of water, but it doesn't look like the ice has moved much.
Are you about to blast it?
Pen looks back at him, and he just kind of sees smoke start to come out of Malachi's mouth, and Malachi's like,
I like dive out of the way.
Okay.
And then he releases another,
I'm gonna say you
calibrated
can
dragon breath.
continue to do this as often as you like. Just tell me when you're doing it. Ace and Dianus, what are you doing while you see various fire breaths and glowing light coming from this igloo as the outside is collapsing?
Oh, I'm gonna holler that way, see if like Malachi will answer me back. Make sure he's not a crispy little dude in there.
By the way, your sister's just kind of kneeling on the ground outside the igloo.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, she's this one. She came out, remember, with her bow held in the air and her hands up, and just kind of
That's right. Yes.
knelt down on the ground. Yeah. Yeah, she's been just sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, I should probably go over and see how my sister is. Such a bad sibling.
It's fine. There was a lot going on. Ace, are you gonna follow?
Yes.
Okay. You both walk over. This is kind of a two birds with one stone situation, because she's over where Malachi is making fire. So, you guys walk over to Devlin, and you You see Malachi, and he doesn't hear you, Dionysus. He's just blowing fire. In fact, you guys get over there just as Penn's diving out of the way of another fire blast. Because Malachi's just pointing his mouth and firing and not giving verbal warning beforehand.
I'm gonna try to shield my sister so that way she doesn't get singed.
It's not shooting out the entrance, so it's fine. It's mostly going up and like towards the back and sides.
Alright.
Something seems off about your sister.
I'm gonna look to Ace and be like, something doesn't seem right.
She didn't acknowledge your presence. She's just staring at the ground, bow next to her, hands at her sides.
Something's not right with the others either. Maybe
No, I don't know what it is.
try to talk to her.
I'm gonna kneel down to my sister and grab her hand and ask her if she's okay, see if I get a response.
Make a wisdom save. Not at disadvantage, just regular.
I suck at them anyway. Nice. Oh, you failed me. 10.
You know that like the when you go to touch something or someone and you get the static shock, or like the gag thing that's in the center of the palm and you get zapped.
Yep.
That's what you feel when you touch her hand and try to grab it, and it makes you let go.
Ace sees this too?
Yes. Doesn't feel it
I
because
kinda
she's
look at
not
Ace.
touching, but she sees it.
I'm just gonna look at Ace and be like, I got shocked.
Do you think it's a spell or are they not real?
I'm not sure. They might be underneath a spell.
I need to think.
Would I have heard Diana say she got shocked?
No, your ears are full of dragon breath noises and fire.
Gotcha.
And you're just very focused on making sure your eyes on Malachi so that you don't accidentally end up at like the edge of one of his fire breaths. Because he's doing his best not to hit you, but he doesn't have control all the time. Malachi, there's been about, 5 or 10 minutes. How many fire breaths do you think you would have gotten off in that time?
6.
That's a solid number. I'll allow that. You're feeling tired. Not like like exhausted tired, just like, tired because this is a lot. Like
it's a lot.
The battle was a lot, just unleashing fire breath after fire breath. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Your stomach kind of rumbles, like you're getting the hungry.
There's like a gurgle of a fire breath. This is like a fire belch.
But, Pen, near you, you hear the clank, clang, 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 and on your feet you see, or I guess maybe on your hands if you're diving back and forth, there's some gold on the ground and gems. Not all of it, but some of it. And you hear a creak and a crack behind you, and you hear just a bang, a thud. And the ballista's broken through. It still has some ice around it, but it's broken through enough to kind of fall down. Some of the artifacts have fallen out. Not everything's unfrozen, but a small portion of it is.
Sure, big guy. We've gotten some gold here. I want you to melt it now. Let me collect some of it first, and maybe you can blast it again. I need to go around like a Little goblin just picking up all the shinies. Like the dude in our tennis court that runs across the court and grabs the tennis ball and gets back up. I'm gonna do that and run to the other side.
Okay. You guys continue your shenanigans in here, oblivious to what's going on outside, right behind you, less than 20 feet away. Ace, before you reach out to the Raven Queen, you and Diana's both hear a voice in your head.
Fuck.
It's a familiar voice.
This is his voice.
Not one that you're happy to hear from.
Listening angrily.
It seems you've been victorious over my pawn. I appreciate you going up there. I now know the test of your skills. But I have also gotten stronger. I look forward to seeing you. That is, if you get to me before I get to your friends. I already have some of them. You know, soul jars, they're so useful. Anyway, good luck.
Big talk coming from a pawn.
It was Saya's voice, just FYI.
Yes.
But, yeah.
I grumbled back. Big talk coming from a pawn. And I'm familiar with soul jars. I have a cage myself.
Now, Ace, you want to try to reach out to your patron?
Yes.
How are you reaching out? What are you doing? What are you grabbing? What are you saying?
I hold the hair. The hair. I hold the feather that I keep in my hair from her, and concentrate on trying to talk to her.
Okay. I'm gonna say make a just straight religion check. You do not have to make it at disadvantage.
$28.
You feel, you don't hear anything, but you feel the wind pick up around you, and it's warm and it's nice. A raven flies overhead, just a single raven, and lands right in front of you. You take this as a sign that she is listening, while she may not be speaking with you telepathically at the moment. She is present.
Our friends are not dead, but their souls are trapped. Do you know a way to get them out of a jar besides smashing it?
The raven flies up into the air, and the warm wind subsides for a moment. And then a gust picks up that's strong enough to almost blow you over as the raven swoops down and grabs a bug out of the air from right in front of your face and eats it, and then lands in front of you as the wind dies back down.
That's what I thought. I look at Dionys. We're gonna need to take her out, but we should probably keep these husks safe in the meantime.
Yeah, we'll keep them safe. We need to get some sleep, revive a little bit, get a game plan.
Can we fit them into the bag of holding?
That's a pen question.
That's the no.
Is there like a cart a cart, we like a
You
plague
can.
cart where we could stack the bodies and just rimsaw it with us.
Better can we take some dragon hide and just like wrap it around because Draco can fly.
Okay.
He can
All
carry
right.
some weight.
Okay. So
Diana, Girl Scout.
you can fit with the amount of stuff that you currently have in the bag of holding. You could probably fit 2 bodies in there. However, they would only have 10 minutes of oxygen.
Elish is very small. He probably doesn't breathe that much.
It doesn't matter what size the body is. They only have 10 minutes of oxygen.
Alright, let's look for a cart or some netting and we can see about getting them tied up safely.
I think I can help you with that. This is Alabaster. Some of the villagers have some carts up here. We used to do a lot of trading with the, nearby town. So,
Excellent.
they
You
might
have
be
one
able to
big
help.
for 5 semi-corpses? There's 5, right? Am I counting? 4 or 5?
I don't know. Are you including Toothless?
Yak, Erdlock. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Then there'd be 5. Unless
Alright,
someone tries to do something to Toothless.
better not. I have nothing I can do for
Caleb. I'm a little occupied, so I can't at the moment.
It's okay. For now, we'll just make sure that we have enough to carry 5.
You hear a voice that you haven't heard before from behind you, Ace. I have completed my task and my oath of silence is done. May I try to revive your friend?
It's been around. Yeah, who? Silence?
It's the Dragonborn of Bahamut.
Oh, it's you. You know how to fix this?
Not your friend there, no, I was talking about your dragon friend up there.
Yes, please. I grab his wrist and start pulling.
Okay. You both go up there, and he brings him back up to 40 HP.
I get down into like play stance at Toothless and turn my head at him. Does he
He responds weakly. He is still waking up.
Does he seem like himself?
Mm-hmm.
I jump on his head and rub it.
The Dragonborn Bahamut kind of leaves you be and walks back over to the igloo.
Thank you.
And peeks in as Pen is dashing back and forth, picking stuff up, and Malachi's just blowing fire out of his mouth.
Y'all boys, pay attention.
When he does that, he kind of startles me, and I trip and fall into some of the ice encased stuff. I'm gonna say.
Okay. On the side that you're on, if you tripped and fall on the side that you're on, you fall into the ice encased bodies, which are now starting to melt.
That's fine. Perfect.
What do you do, Malachi?
Malachi would see that stuff is starting to melt, so, and I guess he'd hear Ace and be like, what?
Would you stop your fire breathing for a moment?
He's gonna look at the Dragonborn.
It's the Dragonborn of Bahamut.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense.
Okay. He does
Did I
not
sense
ping your
anything on this
divine
guy?
sense.
He does not.
No. Because that's
Interesting.
celestial, fiend, or undead, and he is none of those.
Hmm.
You must check with Kishan on what you may take and what is the village's.
Oh, we're not looking. I wasn't looking to take anything immediately. It's all frozen, or it was.
Ah,
Oh, we were gladly going to check our findings in Kishan. We were just gathering up what we can retrieve from Cryovane and go out and share the wealth.
well. Thank you. But, Kishan sent me over. The Misfits are free to take what they want of the items and artifacts. You may take some gold, and we'll keep the rest to rebuild the village.
What about magical items?
You may take the items.
Thank you.
We have no use for them. They weren't ours. I just ask that you leave the armor and weapons here that are frozen.
Of course.
Oh, that's fine.
Do I
Those
know
relics,
that he's a? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, those relics we've seen them before back in Exire.
So they belong
we
to
were
the
gonna-
temple.
Yes. So we were going to return them as well, as well as help you guys retrieve your belongings that he's forgotten from you.
Well, you guys have done enough, I think. You have more pressing matters to attend to with your friends.
But I recognize that he's a follower of Bahamut.
The Dragonborn.
Yeah.
You recognize that he's not a Silver Dragonborn. And you were told that he was a follower of Bahamut. When
I'm
you were
gonna
first
look at him.
introduced.
How long have you followed the Platinum Dragon?
Since I was a hatchling.
Does he speak to you often?
Never.
Never. Why do you continue to follow him?
I trust in the ways of the Platinum Dragon. It has gotten us this far.
Is he missing any hit points?
He looks a little beat up. He's not bleeding, he's bruised. Cut a little, but they've scabbed over. They weren't deep.
I'd like to put a hand on his shoulder and heal him up just enough to get rid of those scabs.
I'd say that's like 10 HP.
Okay.
Thank you, friend.
Thank you.
Now,
Be well.
I don't need my oath of silence anymore, as we have destroyed the reason for it.
I'm glad we could help each other.
That's what I came over here for. Please,
So
have this cart.
have you been hunting for it?
Oh, yes. Malachi starts pulling the cart into the
Doesn't fit.
destroyed igloo. Oh, no?
No.
That's not what it's for.
What are you talking about?
I'm yelling from afar.
I mean, you could have walked over here while they're having this conversation.
I mean, yeah, I assume I'm still not quite there. That's not what it's for.
I think she's talking about our friends.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No. Makes
It's a big
sense.
cart. It could probably fit some things on it and your friends.
But then shouldn't we put the things? But then shouldn't we put? And I look at Ace. I peek my head out the entrance, and I'm like, shouldn't we put the things inside the cart first, or putting our friends in the cart?
If you want them all to wake up with cricks in their necks, sure.
We're taking some of these things.
I'm aware. However, they're gonna be resting on bits of gold and whatnot. Do you want to sleep on that?
They're unconscious.
We'll just blanket them in gold then.
No, don't blanket them in gold. Gold is heavy.
It'll keep them warm.
Like a
Oh
weighted
my.
blanket.
Malachi just kind of slaps his forehead. Malachi's gonna just be,
You're outvoted. Stuff goes on top of the people.
We are not putting stuff on top of the people. And Malachi starts looking and trying to put stuff into the cart. Stuff goes under the people. Do not crush people with the stuff.
But when Elish wakes up with a knot in his back the size of a baseball, I'm telling him you did it.
That's fine.
Well, what if we put our bedrolls on top of the gold before we put them down on top?
Malachi snaps his fingers. Smart thinking, Dragonborn.
You know, I thought a blanket of gold, and then I'm like, wait, we have blankets. Why don't we just blanket the gold?
There you go. Soft. And I look at Ace. See?
Excellent.
And Malachi starts walking back over. Now, can I begin to put the things in the cart?
What are you putting on the cart, and what are you putting in the bag of holding?
Well, group. Oh, you said there were some magical gems and stuff in here.
Yep.
Can we put the magical gems in the bag of holding?
You could take some of them. They're not magical gems that would be socketed. They're just like gems that would be used in place of currency.
Okay. So nothing in here that would be socketed or could be utilized in crafting.
Not unless you were making jewelry.
Okay. Well, could always use some extra monies.
So I will say you are permitted to take a bag of gems worth 500 gold. And that can either go in the cart and the bag of holding, or the bag of holding.
It should go in the bag.
And on top of that, you are granted 200 platinum pieces.
Can that also fit in the bag, or should that go in the cart?
Depends the holder of
How
the
many
bag.
gold? How much gold?
2,000 gold, so 200 platinum.
Yeah, that can go in the cart.
Okay.
In addition to that, you are granted,
Okay, what was the
so
cost of the bag of gems?
it was a bag of gems worth 500 gold, probably weighs 10 pounds.
Just various gems?
Yeah.
Okay, well then I already have 2 of those bags, so I'll just add to that. And now I have 3 of those bags instead of making a custom item.
On top of that, you get 5 pure gold bars and 5 pure silver bars.
I can hold some of this stuff if you don't want me. If it's too heavy, you know.
Or you can also put those in the cart.
Yeah, that'll go in the cart. All that in the cart.
How much do the bars weigh?
I forget how much I told you.
1 gold bar.
I don't know.
11 gold bars? No, I just have gold rings. Still, for some odd reason. Silver bars were 12 pounds. So, I'll go with 12
Gold
pounds.
bars, 34 grams, I believe.
So a gold brick, because it's like a gold bar, like a brick of gold, is 2.2 pounds per bar.
Okay.
Okay.
I can put those in the bag only.
A silver bar is like a silver bar of a similar size is like 1,000 ounces. That's such a weird measurement. Which I can't do. Which is about 62 pounds. Which seems immense. So, I'd say that the silver bars are probably slightly heavier than the gold bars, maybe like 3 pounds each.
£2 each. And how many silver bars do we get?
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see. So you got. You have the ballista.
Well, wasn't like I said, though, they said not to take the armor and weapons, so
Yeah, the ballista stays.
yeah. They can
They
use that
meant the
more.
armor and weapons that their Dragonborn were using.
Oh, really?
Yes, the ballista is not part of that. The ballista is a magical weapon.
We will definitely take the ballista.
Okay, Malachi, who's helping you pick it up?
How heavy is it?
Very heavy.
How heavy? I'm just curious.
You could try to pick it up yourself. It would require a strength check, which would be a disadvantage. Part of it's still encased in ice. That's what's making it so heavy. And it's not like the dragons took their time removing it from whatever platform it was on. Like half the platform is still attached to the ballista.
Can I use my axe to break the remaining melting ice?
Sure, make an attack roll with your axe.
This is not a disadvantage, right?
Correct, this is not.
16.
That's good. You hit the ice. It cracks.
Is it loosened up a bit?
Off. Yeah, a little bit.
Do I need to give it another whack to loosen it up some more?
Maybe.
Okay, if I see any ice impeding the movement of this ballista, I would whack at it.
Make another attack roll.
That would have been good. But it was almost a 15.
That's still good. You hit the ice, it falls off. Still a little bit, but you could probably chip away at it.
Another attack roll then?
No, you just chip away at the rest of it. You got the big chunks off. Bit lighter. Kind of awkward.
I'm just asking how much it weighs because I have carrying capacity of 300 pounds.
Yeah, it's
And
probably
a push
over
drag.
double that.
Okay, but a push, drag, or lift capacity of 600 pounds.
Just over that. It's probably like 800 pounds because, again, it's still attached to its base.
Am I going to help him drag it out more so that he can get a better angle at possibly breaking the base off to make it lighter?
Okay, Malachi, do you
Can
want
you
to
say? hold on. When you say that it's a ballista connected to a base,
Yes, it's the ones that were on the ships.
so then we would just need to disconnect the ballista.
You're not sure if the mechanism's still working, but essentially.
So disconnecting it from the base that I guess that it would use to stand on. I don't think that that's connected to the actual firing mechanism, correct?
The base is just used to hold and mount it.
Yeah, stabilize it.
I would say we just hack that thing off.
Make an attack roll.
There we go. 21.
You hack it off.
Okay.
You can pick it up.
And all right, I heft it up and put it into the.
With what you're carrying. With what you're carrying in your pack, you are over encumbered. So you are a little slower moving until you get it over to the cart.
Well, are we
It
putting
still
that in
says
the
I'm not
cart?
encumbered.
Is that gonna?
Did you add it to my pack or?
No, just with the weight of the ballista, you would be.
Okay.
You would be. What if you hit your max carry capacity? You walk slower.
Yeah. So you watch him. His feet are kind of sinking into the snow a little bit as he walks.
It's turning into muck.
This is not pleasant.
No.
Sorry. Go ahead, Pen.
Oh, I mean, we're putting that in the cart. Is that gonna fit with everybody in the gold?
It's a large cart. It'll
I
fit.
mean, okay.
Not much
I
else.
mean, I guess
I look
guess
back
we
at
can use
Pen.
this as the pillow.
I look back at Pen. We're taking this. This will be useful.
Well, I'm not saying we're not taking it, but I was, whenever we decide to go back, whether it's flying or, well, we can't fly with a cart, so we'd have to find a tree and we could teleport back. But until then, I can turn it to an eagle and carry it in my claws.
I look back at Pen. You worry too much. You're good with the magics. We'll do the thing with the tree and the thing. And I just, keep trudging.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my flame next to the ice and continue to melt the ice to get the rest of the relics out.
Okay. There's like 3-4 relics in there that you're able to grab and recover. You just list 4 relics and put them in the bag of holding.
Gotcha.
While the boys are coming out with loot and the ballista, what are you girls doing?
Getting people on the cart.
Making sure they're not getting poked by anything in the bottom of the cart.
Okay.
Well, we gotta put the bedrolls down first.
We'll do that.
Yeah, we'll each contribute a bedroll.
Okay. Thankfully, you only need 3. Devlin's able to move, just isn't.
We'll still make her a comfy spot to sit.
Indeed.
It takes about an hour or so, but you get your cart loaded up and ready to go. It has hookups for. It looks like you could hook up 2 horses or something side by side.
2 horses or a horse?
2 horses. So one on, so like a wagon pulled by 2 horses. They'd be side by side.
Or 1 dragon?
Depends if the dragon's going to be flying or not.
Naturally.
Theoretically, you might be able to fit 2 dragons tied to it if they're flying. As long
And
as they're
sort
well
of
trained.
between betwixt them.
Mhm.
How are we going home?
Well, I mean, if we can get this cart to fly, then I guess we'll fly. If not, we just find a tree.
I vote for the tree thing.
You'd have to get to the base of the mountain to get to the trees.
Did you assist us in getting this down to the mountain? I would actually be making a persuasion check.
On Alabaster.
Yes.
Interesting. Go ahead and make your check. It would be at disadvantage.
Yep. But I'm going Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards. Not bad.
I cannot. I have to stay up here with Kishan and help manage those coming in. But one of my brothers may be able to help.
Attitude. And if you actually look at Malachi, because of the boost in charisma, he's actually got little bits of Bishi sparkles around him sometimes.
And you see one of the other adult silver dragons come over. Looks like the cart would fit in one of his claws.
In one of his... Jesus Christ. How big is this guy?
A huge dragon.
Like, what size is that in terms of height? Like, how much am I craning my neck up?
Let's see. Is there a size comparison? So a large dragon, like the baby dragons, are 10 feet tall.
Okay.
An adult dragon is 20 to 30 or more feet tall.
So that's how big
Okay.
Draco is?
What?
So that's how big Draco is?
Draco's a large dragon, so he's like 10 feet tall.
Gotcha.
Huge, like 20 to 30, some push 40 feet. Gargantuan is anything taller than that.
Okay. So, like the 60-foot and up range.
So yeah,
Okay.
the cart fits in one of his claws.
Massive. Okay. Gratitude. And your name?
I'm sorry for my brother there. He doesn't talk.
Oh. Well. I
He
hope
will
he
fly
knows
you
that we're...
down, and
Thank you.
he'll fly back.
I
Just
look
don't
back at the rest of the
aggravate him.
Misfits. Oh.
He likes road snacks.
Oh, so don't fly downwind. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Don't be obnoxious, Malachi.
What are you talking about? See slight Bishi sparkles again.
Where, Alright, so where are you guys wanting to be taxied to?
Pen needs a tree.
So to the bottom of the mountain.
I think that'd be the easiest way to get back to Exire.
How
Okay.
about as far as he will take us towards Exire?
Okay. There aren't very many good landing parts for a air transported cart outside the mountain path, like the start of the mountain path, because then it becomes thick forest.
What about at the cave entrance where we went in at? Was there? Because there was trees and everything around there, right? Because we're hiding the
There were
bushes.
some trees there, yeah. None that are big enough to fit the cart through, though. You need one of the older forest trees.
Gotcha.
So he could take you down to the base of the mountain path and drop you there, but he can't take you into the forest.
That's good enough. Thank you.
Alright. Is there any other business up here before we do that? Because the weather is nice, so there's no roll for weather. There don't seem to be any enemies flying around. And you're being escorted.
I think we're pretty good up there. I was just going to ask if there's a spot that we can camp.
Well, it's not nighttime yet.
Oh, no? Okay.
While that battle lasted 3 sessions, it was only 8 rounds. So it was still under a minute.
Hilarious.
Damn.
Time is quite literally relative.
Yes. So while your massive battle lasted 3 sessions, it was 8 rounds of combat, which is about 48 seconds.
Would you want to rest now or want to get back to Exire? I mean, a bed sounds much better than the ground right now.
Agreed. You just see Malachi is exhausted. Just bags under his eyes.
Because the assault was at first light.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's still morning.
Yeah.
The sun's up, but it's morning. And after everything you guys have just done, it's approaching lunchtime. It's like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Food does sound
a little hungry.
Yeah.
So, if there's no other business, and how are you getting Devlin in the cart?
Take her hand, gently lead her over, and have her sit down.
Make a wisdom save. Your hand suffers the same fate that Dionysus does as you get zapped and are made to let go.
Shall I put on a rubber glove first?
You don't have a rubber glove.
Got to have something that's rubber.
Malachi, don't you wear gloves?
Yeah, glove boy.
I mean, they're fingerless, though, but...
Don't use the finger.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
Don't use the fingers.
Well, do we have something that we can cover up his fingers? Like an extra piece of cloth that you could just wrap around your hand?
What am I doing?
Trying to get Devlin up.
Malachi's just gonna walk over and pick her up. He's like, I have no idea what you guys are
Make
doing
a
and
wisdom
talking
save.
about.
You suffer the same fate as if you're trying to pick her up like fireman carry or something. Instead of it just being your hand, it is your whole body. It feels like you got zapped in the chest. You're forced to drop her.
What is this? She's all sparky. Malachi would try and touch her one more time.
You get zapped again. This time
Really?
stronger.
Yeah. I don't need to make another wisdom save?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab one of the blankets from the bedrolls.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wrap it around her and attempt to like bear hug her and pick her up.
Make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Come on. Come on. Roll. There you go. That's 27.
You're able to pick her up, wrapped in this blanket, and move her into the cart.
How come
Well,
you
that
didn't
wasn't so
get
hard,
zapped?
guys. Because I didn't touch her.
Malachi goes to touch the bedroll.
Which one? The one that Penn's touched? The one that Penn wrapped her in?
Yeah.
You get shocked. Again.
Ah!
Oh, well,
That doesn't do anything.
well then I don't know, buddy. It's not shocking me.
Malachi just looks frustrated.
The cart is loaded up. How are you all traveling with the cart?
I will just ride Toothless alongside.
Okay.
Draco.
Okay.
I'm gonna change to a giant or a vulture.
Okay.
I guess Malachi will just push along back. Or are you behind Penn or on the side?
I'm gonna, follow behind like I usually do and keep an eye out on everybody. I mean, if you want to ride along, you can ride along.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll ride.
Okay. We are going to take our break there.
Yeah, that's good
and
time.
we'll come back with the travel montage and the return to the keep after the break. So thank you all
I
for
think there's some
tuning
good
in.
travel music.
I'll work on a travel montage song.
Yeah,
Oh
nice.
God.
There we go.
I can't fly 55. Sorry.
Drive what?
Sorry.
And trust
Fly.
You can't fly. Okay. Giant vulture, right? You should be able to fly 55.
loaded up and flying.
All right.
We're gonna do they say can't be done.
There's the chaos. The chaos has found
Indeed.
us. The chaos wasn't Malachi's dragon breath. The chaos was the travel music.
I thought all things considered, disadvantage included, my dragon breaths did decently. I didn't burn pen, I didn't get a face full of water, none of that craziness.
So, yeah. Nobody died, but just because nobody died, Malachi, that makes it good? That's from the co-DM here.
I'm
I
very
mean, you know what? That's a win.
trying to
Okay.
That's a
fight.
win? Okay.
Nobody dying is a win. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Ace?
But I'm very proud of you for not drowning while trying to fire breathe.
On that note, we'll see you in a couple minutes. We're back. We left off with the Misfits doing their normal Misfit things and shenanigans, and Ace dragging an eyeball behind her, and now it's just going to be hanging from below her mount while she flies.
Wait. She still has that eyeball?
She never said she did anything with it. It's still tied to her belt.
Correct. I'm taking it back for the children to play with.
Remember,
so many things wrong with this.
It is organic material. I just want you to be aware of that.
Yes, it's going to decompose and do all the things, and then you're going to give it to children.
You're gonna decompose someday too, and we let Mira play with you.
Why? Why do I even try?
Yeah. They got some loot, which is essentially, payment for their services here. And they were given a aid to get down to the bottom of the mountain. So, last chance for anyone to do anything here. Otherwise, we are going to take off.
I packed some of the snow and whatnot around my dragon meat, so it will stay for our meat.
Where did you put it?
In my backpack, of course.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
You know, between my underpants, my potions.
I will definitely keep that in mind.
Can I ask that Dragonborn of Bahamut if he has any more and any water?
Sadly, I do not.
I have water.
It's not holy.
I want to throw a snowball at him.
I will dodge this snowball.
More like a mud ball, but Ace, make a dexterity check and add your proficiency. And Malachi, make a dexterity save.
12.
Nope.
The mud ball
To
misses.
you. Yep.
Poop.
That's what it looks like flying through the air.
I just dodged that poop.
Your dragon friend that is accompanying you flies up and swoops around and picks up the cart. Probably could fit in one claw, but he's carrying it with his two front claws, to be safe. And he just kind of hovers there for a moment, waiting for the rest of you to take off. So, are you taking off?
Yes, and I tap pen. Fly, Vulture.
Hi-ho, Toothless. Away!
Yes, take off. Didn't know I was muted. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. You take off and fly in a, kind of a triangle formation around your friend who's leading the way. With the storm cleared and they're not the threat of hostiles very low right now, it's not that difficult of a trek. It's also relatively quick to fly from the top of the mountain down to the bottom, since, you know, everything's quicker when you fly.
And And it's downhill.
Yes. Still, it probably takes a good 20 or 30 minutes. Is there anything that the three riders would like to discuss? Because Pen, can you talk in animal form?
No, but I can use my my psychic mind.
That is true. So yes, is there anything that you guys would like to discuss in this brief moment in time that you are flying?
What we're gonna get into when we get back.
Matt boy, how long is it going to take us to get back to Exire?
Who are you asking?
The map boy. The boy with the map. Malachi.
Wait, I'm the what now?
Map boy. You're the boy with the map.
I have the map. I do have the map. I have a map.
On the map. On the map. On the map.
Yeah.
And I just hear that in my mind.
You're the one that took possession of it, so yes.
Okay. Oh, we're not riding all the way back. Penn's gonna do a tree thing, and then we'll slide right over.
Exactly. Which means, how long is it gonna take, man?
Oh, we need a big tree, right? Right, Penn?
He's a giant vulture.
I mean, he can talk in the head, right?
If he
I
wants
heard
to.
him.
Yeah, but it's not a.
I heard
but
him
it's
in
not
my head a
group thing.
moment ago.
Yeah, but it'd be individually, so I wouldn't be able to talk to you as a group. Every time I do a group response, I just kind of like,
Okay.
however, Vulture cause.
Well, he called once, so I'm gonna say yes. But yeah. Do you see any big trees, Ace? We could just find a big tree.
Should I perceive?
Sure, make a perception check. It's still at disadvantage because you're exhausted.
I could look tree.
26.
You guys are rolling so well right now.
My perception's also plus 13.
They're all big trees. It's hard to tell from while you're flying down because you're flying at a pretty fast pace. You might be able to point out a few, but they're far off in the distance. You don't see any close by. You might be able to find wider tree trunks when you're on the ground, though.
Many of them appear closer to me than the others.
Some do, but they're all scattered about throughout the forest, and they're big as in tall. You can't tell the width of the trees because of the coverage of their leaves.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for width, not tall.
Would I be able to tell the difference between the growth of the trees being, born in the woods?
You could potentially, yes. You are flying down right now, so you would just be keeping an eye out for trees, and I will keep that in mind when you're looking for one once you're on the ground.
Okay.
Does anyone have anything else to discuss while you're flying down?
Can I ask the dragon friend if he had news of our friend and his dinosaur?
Oh, are you asking about Zalhace and Pax?
Yeah.
You lost them at some point, didn't you?
We did, but it was near there, so maybe somebody saw him.
There haven't been any reported sightings of whatever a dinosaur is.
It's like a weird.
He came through the portal with us?
Came up the mountain with us. Or to the mountain. Somewhere in the vicinity of the mountain, he was still there.
Oh.
I don't think so.
The last I remember him being there was when he got charmed and he went up the side of the cliff thing.
That was
Diana.
on the island.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I thought from there we went up the mountain.
No, you went back to the keep.
Plateau?
Yeah, that was on the island.
My brain can't sort through ascensions and descensions.
Yeah, that was on the island when you were fighting all the harpies that Malachi got mesmerized by.
Alright, so either way, no news of a weird dragon.
No. You guys get to the bottom of the mountain. There's a nice little clearing where the path starts going up the mountain that your friend drops the cart. And then he kind of hovers there for a second, waiting for you guys to land and get yourselves in order.
Thank you, giant friend.
He nods and
We're in your debt.
flying back up the mountain.
Be well.
Alright, what are you all doing? You have a cart, Pen's still a vulture, and you have to find a tree.
Are there any trees around us that
I cast Speak with plants.
Oh boy.
Malachi, to answer your question, there's none that directly stand out. Ace, you can now speak with plants.
I ask the nearby plants where the tallest nearby tree is.
Hi. You can understand me. I'm just a blade of grass.
An adorable blade of grass. Now tell me, do you or any of your friends have heard of a very large tree in the area?
Oh yeah, there's one right there. Right there. See where I'm pointing? It's right there.
Could you perhaps tilt the top of your blade?
I am. Can't you tell?
You, in fact, cannot tell. Just
Well,
because you
wait.
can speak with plants doesn't mean that they're intelligent.
Do we all see this conversation that she's having? It just
Yes,
seems like a
but
one-sided
it's
conversation.
a one-sided conversation. She is talking to herself, to the rest of you.
Malachi just looks so confused.
Ace, out of all plants, it shows a piece of grass.
Oh, that's what she's doing. Okay.
At least I chose a tree. You know, even a
That's
smaller
fun.
tree can help find a fellow tree. But how's it working out for you?
He's adorable, but not very smart.
Hi, I can still
Oh.
understand you.
Do you
So you
understand?
have things in common. No. Malachi puts a hand over his mouth.
You still have speak with plants up, so you can choose another plant.
I will ask a nearby tree.
You have to walk about 10 feet away from the group to get to the closest tree.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hello, tree. I am in search of a tree much larger than you. Are you familiar of any in the area?
Much larger. I am of significant size.
You are.
Can't fit the cart through it.
What?
You can't fit the cart through him. He just seems insulted that you are looking for something larger than him.
Oh.
My cousin might be able to help you.
Your cousin?
And you hear heavy footfalls.
I look in their direction.
Pen, are you still a vulture?
Yeah.
Vulture you sees a familiar sight break through the tree line.
Like flying creature?
No, it's your tree friend.
Barky!
Oh. Oh, wow. I kind of look at him like, how'd you find this?
I was told. To come find you.
Good job, buddy. You found us.
Your friends need help.
Back at the keep?
Yes. Maybe?
We're on our way.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I was told to get help.
Well, where?
For your friends.
The ones at the keep or the ones at the village?
Yes.
Are they the same?
No.
So then which one?
Yes.
Okay, Barkley.
I have a tree for you.
Lead the way.
How are you pulling the cart? You
Well,
as in
Quinn-
collectively, the Misfits.
Well, since it is still strapped to the... Does the car have wheels?
Yes.
So it's still strapped to the dragons, right? So they can just drag it along with
the
them?
ones. They weren't strapped to it.
Oh, that's right.
Your friend
That's
just
right.
picked it up, so nothing's strapped to it. It's got 4 wheels, like a wagon.
Can you strap the dragons to it? And then we'll push from behind?
They can't fly through the
Did
forest.
I think the
Did
dragons.
Is there like a harness type deal? Like, is there like a leather strap or whatever connecting one side to the other?
Mm-hmm.
Could
Imagine a covered wagon without the cover.
Would I be able to grab the strap with my claws and try to see if I could pull it with my wing? Like, fly and pull it?
There's not enough room for you to keep flying between the trees.
Oh, I figured since I'm a vulture and I'm smaller than the dragons, maybe I could. Okay.
No, because you're a giant vulture. About the same size. There's no way you're carrying Malachi as a regular vulture. There's no way you're pulling the cart as a regular vulture. A horse or a bear or a large wolf maybe, but not a vulture.
Would one of our dragons be able to carry it by themselves, or do they need each other?
Carry it how? Like flying?
Yes, like if we strapped it on their back like a backpack, and we
They'd
took
become
off
a pancake.
They'd be pancake. Okay. And if we tied it between the two of them and like had them carry it flying.
Why do we need to fly right now? We can just walk.
Do you know? Have you ever played the Oregon Trail?
I have. I used to love that game. We're following Barky, and he does not move very fast.
Exactly. We'll dive
Same.
in before we get back.
So we can strap the dragons. We can strap it to the dragons, and the dragons can just walk. I can help push from behind.
It's a dense forest. We're going to have to figure out how to get it between the trees, or like forge an entirely new road sometime.
Yes, but again, we still have the thing.
You know what? When you die of dysentery, I'm not reviving you.
Noted. Now, let's move. What's dysentery?
Pooping yourself to death.
Malachi finds this disgusting and distasteful.
So a perfect fitting death for you.
What are we doing?
So strapping the dragons, strapping the cart to the dragons, dragons are walking. I guess Penn and I would be pushing from behind.
Pen, are you
Dionysus
turning
and
into a normal person?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring back to myself.
Dionysus and Ace can be up front for checks and whatnot.
I'd assume they'd still be on their dragons.
I mean, that's a lot of weight for their dragons to be carrying that and having them ride, but that's entirely up to them.
Horses do it. Dionysus, Ace, how are you hitching your dragons to the cart? And where are you placing yourselves?
Have rope.
You wanna drive this cattle trail with me, little missy?
Indeed, let's get her on. Like, go get these doggies going.
We have to yoke together.
You don't need the rope. There's already harnesses there. You just kind of have to adjust the straps a little bit to get it to fit around both Draco and Toothless.
We're gonna yoke them together and then strap them both to the cart and
It
sit on
kind
their
of,
back.
it doesn't sit like on a horse. It would kind of wrap around their torso area. Because of their wings and how dragons are, it kind of wraps around their back half of their body below their wings.
We know how to hook up some dragons.
Yeah, we're experienced in this.
For the
What, rope time?
for funsies, both of you make animal handling checks.
I'm changing a goblin, so if you wouldn't mind.
Let me get into your sheet. You guys rolled the same exact thing. 18.
Yes, we did.
Was it good? Is that good?
It's not the prettiest attachment of harness to beasts of burden, but it's efficient and functional.
We're cowpokes. We ain't here for party.
This is going to be a series of skill checks for getting this cart through the dense forest while following behind Barky. Some of the skill checks will be done by Ace and Dionysus, who are up front, and some of them will have to be done by Malachi and Penn in the back, who are kind of keeping up the rear. You guys are walking for a little bit. Fine. Barky is kind of stomping down the ground as he walks where he can, until you come over towards an area that is overgrown with tree roots. What do you do? This would be Dionysus and Ace, since you would see this first. Penn and Malachi are kind of just helping push the cart along as it kind of hits some bumps and rocks.
Kind of like take it slowly, make sure that we don't tip it over or anything.
I'm going to cast levitate on the cart.
Fair enough.
Does levitate have a weight limit?
Good question.
One creature or loser 20 feet in an instant weighs. The spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds.
I'm guessing it's more the cart.
Yes.
We have
The four people plus the ballista by itself would be more than 500 pounds.
Can I cast it just to make it like a little lighter and then easier to move?
Make an Arcana check, or I can make it the Arcana check for you.
It's alright, I'm back now.
Okay.
29.
I will allow you to do this. you can cast it to have it not put pressure on the wheels as they're on the ground.
It's like you're giving the cart a suspension.
Yes.
Exactly.
So while it's not levitating off of the ground, it is releasing the tension around the wheels so that they're not taking as much damage.
Yes. Excellent.
So you slow your pace to try to get around these roots. Deonis and Ace, you can decide how to handle this. But I need I don't know what I need. This is gonna be a weird something. I'm gonna say I need a survival check. So you can each make that, or one of you can make it with advantage.
I got a 9+. What do you got?
You take the advantage.
All right. Me6.
Okay. With the help of the levitate from Ace and the boys pushing at the back, none of the wheels get stuck, and you're able to move past this group of roots without a problem.
Nice.
However, it did take a while to do so, and Barky is, instead of being 10 feet ahead of you, is now 25 feet ahead of you.
Oh, for a tree, he moves fast.
That tree is a machine.
You now go back to normal pace, and you go for a little bit, and the path's getting, you're kind of now turning and kind of winding between the trees now as it's less straight. You go for a while more, a while more, no problems. You're hitting some bumps and some creaks, and you hear a loud, crack sound. All four of you would hear this, by the way.
Barky, all right?
Hit.
That didn't
Come
sound
from
good.
Barky. Came from the cart.
Oh?
Investigate.
What happened?
Mm.
Ace,
That
are you
didn't sound good.
are you getting down to investigate the cart?
Well, where did this sound come from exactly?
The cart?
Like, which part of the cart?
You're not sure?
I'm gonna start checking the side that I'm on. I guess me and Malachi are on us each a side on the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let the guys take care of it.
Okay. So Penn and Malachi, you can each decide if you're on which one's on the left side and who's on the right side.
I'll be on the left side.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll be on the right.
Each of you make an investigation check.
A disadvantage still, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
$17.
You don't see anything that stands out.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't see nothing yet either. I'm gonna continue to inspect more, check the undercarriage.
Okay, because you were just checking the sides. So if you're checking the undercarriage, each of you can make another investigation check.
Okay. Okay.
Malachi, you can see that your side looks fine on the other side. There's nothing majorly wrong.
Still nothing.
You're pretty sure your side looks good. Nothing stands out.
Oh, looks alright over here too. As far as I can tell, I mean, I'm not a carpenter or nothing, but I don't see no cracks or nothing. But that was a loud pop. Wheels look alright?
Yep, the wheels look fine.
Did one of the stiffs crack in half?
What?
Did
You
one
mean
of the stiffs crack in half?
I didn't see anything on my side. I got a pretty good look.
I'll go check. I go back and check the bodies.
Everyone's still breathing, and Devlin's just kind of sitting there staring into space.
Does everything look up alright up front, girls?
As far as I can see.
Your dragons are still harnessed to the thing. Nothing seems off.
Like, I see anything. What about the ground? Was it like a root or something we ran over that cracked?
And make an investigation check on the ground. You don't see anything.
No. Everything looks fine to me. Should we proceed, or?
I'm gonna look up. See if you can move a couple of paces for a little bit forward and see what happens. And I'm gonna try and listen out, see if I hear any sort of weird sound. I can pinpoint where it's coming from.
While Malachi's listening, I'm gonna go in the back and help push.
Okay. As you do so, Ace, you feel your levitate spell wear off. And, one of the wheels cracks and kind of gets stuck in the ground.
Oh.
Shoot.
Which one?
The back right-hand side one. So the back one that on Penn's side.
Penn, you didn't see that?
Nope. I didn't notice it. Looked fine.
Damn it. Is this something we can fix?
Fully till the spell wore off.
Does somebody have carpenter's tools?
Dollarman, don't you know how to fix the tire?
I do?
You have carpenter's tools?
My Morton pestle can... wait. Is it my Morton pestle that can turn into any set of tools? Pretty sure it is.
I don't know. It's been a while since you've used anything other than creating things in there. Let me take a look.
Perfect tools. While holding the mortar and pestle, you can use an action to name any... Nope, that's for making ingredients. You can also use this artifact as alchemist supplies, brewer's supplies, cooking utensils, herbalist kits, and poisoner's kits. So no, not carpenter tools.
Nobody has carpenter's tools?
Nope.
You gotta come up with a clever way to fix the wheel.
Did Keon have carpenter's tools, or did he just have thieves' tools?
Pretty sure he just had thieves' tools.
Okay. Keon stuff.
I might be wrong, but
no, I only have his weapons just in the stuff that I have. But nope, I don't. So.
So how is it broken?
Like the bottom of the wheel splintered and kind of cracked and got broken off. So it's like a flat tire.
Broken.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have the mending spell?
Nope.
Nope. I only really have a rope. Can I use my rope to
cure
kind
wounds, and I don't think it'll work on that.
of...
How
Nope.
about
what now?
mending?
Yeah. Do you have mending?
You have it?
Oculus Reparo.
Is that a yes?
I don't.
Wrong spell set.
Damn it. Would I be able to use my rope to kind of bind where it's busted?
I mean, you could.
How big are the wheels?
Like regular wagon wheels, like a covered wagon wheel. So, like, I don't know.
Okay.
Like 3 feet in diameter.
Well, while I was digging through the bag of holding looking for something, I have a large silver and gold inlaid circular shield. Would I be able to like get a strap and like put it over the wheel, like, and like replace it? So that when it, you know what I mean?
A dexterity check.
Can I help?
Sure, make a dexterity check at advantage, Pen.
Thank God for advantage.
It takes you a while. You guys lose some time. But you do affix the shield to the outer parts of the non-broken parts of this wheel and give it kind of more stability. And you may continue on.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice, Pen.
Barky did not realize that you had stopped and is now about 50 feet in front of you.
Oh, you didn't hear me when I yelled for him? Oh, that's a shame. Hey, Barky! Hold on a minute.
You see him stop and turn around and just kind of stand there like a twisted tree.
We got a busted wheel.
Alright. The wagon is fixed. Diana's an ace. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Moving forward.
It feels like there's more drag now. But the wagon does eventually move forward. It's putting a little more strain on the dragons. But the combined effort of all 4 of you, you get moving again.
Oh, we feel it in the rear.
Can't one of you summon demons or something?
One final check before you're at your destination. You catch up within 10 feet of Barky and he continues moving again. Moving.
The path looks a little wet in front of you. Dionysus and Ace, what do you do? Barky kind of stepped over it because he's got a larger walking gait. So there's no real indication of what the wetness is. It just looks more damp than the rest of the path.
Any way that we can turn the ground solid?
Oh well.
What?
A bunch of mud up here. I think it's mud. And we're gonna sink if we go to try to go through it, so we might want to try to make it more solid. Anybody has a spell for that, maybe?
I'll let me see what it looks like. I'm gonna go walk around and go walk through it and see exactly what it is. Because if it's mud,
you're gonna walk through it?
yeah. Because if it's mud, then there's water, and that means if there's water, then Ace can control it.
Okay. So make a strength saving throw, Pen.
Strength saving.
You begin sinking.
9.
Question.
Yes.
How, distance-wise, how long is this across? Can we see the end?
Make a perception check. Disadvantage because you're exhausted. So just roll it again. I don't think it's gonna matter because you're plus 13, but...
Accidentally rolled 3. Sorry.
None of them came through.
Oh, it was an 18 plus 13, a 5 plus 13, and a...
Oh, those came through as custom rolls. That's weird. What was your last one?
I think 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it was like a total 18 and then a 31. We'll just go with that. So
alright, so 18.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, Barky's not that big, so his gate's not that tall. Maybe it's only 10 feet or less across.
I'm going to cast Wall of Force, but make it horizontal as a road.
Pen is still in the quicksand.
Yes. And when I cast it through a person, I can decide which side they're on, I think. Or they'll put on one side or the other. So I will put him on top of the wall.
Yeah. Clever use.
Let's see.
Nice.
Spells.
The creature is pushed to one side of the wall. Your choice which side. Yes. So on top of the wall.
What level is Wall of Force?
It is...
From the Staff of Power.
Fifth level.
Oh, from the Staff of Power.
It is. Yeah, it's from my staff, but it's a 5th level spell.
Visual point you choose, see the wall appears in any orientation you choose.
What? What do we...
Purchasing.
You will not.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall is immune on it.
I agree with that. Why? Maybe
If the wall cuts through a creature's space, the creature is for short time. Okay. Alright.
Bitches take swipes nowadays.
Yo, fuck off.
Pen. As you sink further into the mud, this quick mud, you feel just magic appear, and it feels to like cut through your body. You get concerned for a second, but that passes as you're rocketed out of the mud and on top of the wall, and you kind of catch some air a little bit, and you like kind of land and are a little wobbly. Your bottom half of you is covered in mud.
Well, that was a bad idea. But Ace, was that you? Did you just save me from that terrible decision?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Could you maybe hit me with a water ball to get this mud off of me, please?
I will create water and splash pen with it.
Okay, it cleans him up.
Thank you. Again.
Do you continue onto your wall of force?
With the cart.
Okay. Barky did gain a little distance on you guys again. He's about 20 feet ahead of you. So not too much. But you guys successfully cross this area, and as you do, you see that Barky actually stopped moving and is in front of a rather large tree.
Whoa. Yeah, it's the granddaddy, all right.
It is only large in width or girth. It looks like the top of it died, so it stopped growing up. It was a very old tree, but you could still, maybe use it.
Can we use this Sparky? Not like your dad or anything, right?
Ask your friend.
And do the thing.
Transport via plants, level 6. Inanimate plant and another plant. Doesn't have to say it's. Doesn't have to be alive. So I'm going to walk up to it and attempt to open the portal through this tree back to the keep.
Okay. We're gonna switch this to... You do so successfully. You have 6 seconds.
Alright guys, let's go.
Big
You
yaw.
barrel through with right here, and I just push with all my might.
Everybody?
Oh.
Everybody makes an athletics check.
I don't think Barky can make it, can he?
A disadvantage or normal?
Disadvantage if you have disadvantage. I think Penn doesn't, but it doesn't matter on that roll.
Nope. That's a 7.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
On who?
On me. I got nothing to negate it.
Okay. It's taking everything you guys have left to get this done, and you are gassed.
Puke a little.
You also barely make it through, and by barely I mean the half of an inch of the back of the wagon, and the back, because the wheels kind of jut out from the wagon at the back, they just get cut when the portal closes.
Jesus.
you see that?
Yeah, that was a close one, buddy.
Where does it, I mean, where do things go when they get stuck or just literally get cut?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I mean, whenever we
Somewhere,
see Barky, we can ask him.
somewhere in the middle
Nope.
of the forest, there is a tree in front of it with split wheels and splinters.
Is everybody all right?
Malachi checks everything. I'm all here.
All the totes still on our bodies back there.
Yep. You did not lose anything. No one is injured. The cart got injured. The cart is now no longer usable. And I'm sorry, Pen, but the shield that you used to attach to that wheel also got cut. So it is now just worthless scrap metal.
That's fine. There's silver and gold in it, then it can be extracted. Silver and gold.
You are back in the keep.
Can we do we see anyone in we see anyone that we recognize? Do we is there one that we can flag down?
That is a good question.
Do we cause any alarm like we did last time we came out of a tree?
Some people look at you, but there's no real there's no major alarms.
Well, I mean, like attention.
Yeah, some people look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, hi! Hello! Hi! Hello! Hi!
Hello.
Hey, friend.
Hi.
Who is this?
This one?
Oh, you guys don't remember, do you? Pen should remember.
Trying to think of her name. My fan.
Yes, it is. It
Oh.
is Pen's fan. Breathana.
Ah, yes.
Breathana. I knew I knew the voice.
Buddy.
She shoots off fireworks from her hand again. Just psh, 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 psh.
Hi, Breathana.
Like...
You too.
How was your trip? What happened to your cart? Are you okay? Did you lose a tail? She's like dashing around you, making sure you're fine. Ignoring the rest of you.
Thank you, but I've never had a tail.
Oh, right. I thought you lost it in that portal.
No, but thanks for the concern. We are all fine. We just got done taking care of the dragon. We lost a lot of people during that battle too.
Deonis, a dagger just appears in front of you, like it was thrown from somewhere, and then out of nowhere, the human that you fought in the forest also just appears, just like teleportation.
The hell?
So you guys actually took out the great dragon.
Yes, we did.
Don't you have some of his teeth?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you got
Rumble
some
around
dragon
in
teeth too? Did anyone get any hide? Do we have dragon hide? Dragon hide.
We have dragon meat.
Oh.
I would have taken some of those scales, and she flips the dagger around in one of her fingers and kind of walks back to where Breathana is.
I can tell you where he's at.
Food over fashion.
Indeed.
Oh, and you call yourself a warlock? You hear from one of the trees.
I call myself Ace.
Dragon scales are so much more useful than just in fashion.
And you can use rabbit poop to fertilize a garden, but I don't need to carry it around with me.
And you see Nayla is up in a tree just reading a book with one hand while she's trying to show her superiority. All right, you guys scatter. Let the adults do the talking. We are adults. Shush! Go back to the barracks. They all saunter back, deflated. Ha! Welcome back, my friend. And you have just two giant half-orc hands on your shoulders, Malachi, welcoming you back.
Gilrael.
Yes.
What's he wearing?
Well, he is behind you, so you don't see this. But the rest of you, Ace, Dianus, and Pen, notice either he got bigger or the loincloth got smaller.
So Malachi starts to turn around. It's like, yes, it's good to see you, number 4. Oh, what the?
You like this is my new outfit.
What out? You have nothing.
I do. See this little loincloth? And he kind of flaps it up.
Oh! I just push his hand straight down. Cover yourself, man. What is wrong with you?
I am proud of my heritage.
As well you should be, but clothe yourself. Jeez.
You may as well just have the family jewels mounted in a crown.
Oh, but they are.
Oh, don't encourage him.
He's fun.
Oh. Okay.
I've gotten a crown molded of them. It is in my room.
Please tell me you're here
Nice.
to help us carry all of this.
Carry all of what?
I motion to the cart.
Oh. Well. Good luck with that. And he turns around and walks back into the barracks. You just see bare-ass cheeks.
I grab him by the shoulder real quick before he leaves. What do you mean?
Do I look like your errand boy?
We're asking for help.
Yeah.
This is for everybody.
You also insulted my loincloth.
I am going
Tiny.
him very doe-eyed and persuasive-esque and be like, well, I appreciate you, and I would really love to see you show off what those big muscles can do. Please?
Yes, that is.
I will grant you a persuasion check without the disadvantage, but you still get the minus D4.
If you wouldn't mind, I have a goblin in a bath now.
Okay. Come on, D&D Beyond. We're gonna do a... What did I say? I forget what I said. Persuasion check. Oh, you have advantage on it. Anyway. So, me removing the disadvantage gives you advantage. Doesn't matter. You rolled the same thing. You got 12. You rolled 12. Now I have to actually open his sheet and roll a charisma check. He rolled a dirty 20. Your persuasion fails.
I try a persuasion on him?
No. I've already shown you what my muscles can do to your friend here. And he puts one leg up on a conveniently placed rock and just kind of stands there Captain Morgan style while staring at you, Malachi, direct in the eyes.
I look him right in the face and be like, here, Gilrael.
How good's your peripheral vision?
I'm trying to kind of keep my eyes closed a bit. But look here, Gilrael. We brought all of this back here for the good of the keep. So
soldier up, pants on, and help us get this damn loot inside. And
Hey
I'd be trying
Malachi,
to persuade him.
what's
Huh?
your passive perception?
12.
So you got the Captain Morgan stance, right? 1 foot up on a rock.
Yeah.
He's just kind of standing there. He's kind of with his arms crossed, and you don't have your eyes closed quite enough. And no matter how much you focus on his face, out of the bottom of your peripheral vision, you just see the jewels dangling outside of the loincloth because the loincloth kind of shifted a little bit.
Yeah, it's completely unsettling.
Make your persuasion check. I will also allow you to make that without the disadvantage, but you have the minus d4.
Okay. 28 minus 25.
All right. But I'm not putting on pants. In fact, the loincloth goes away.
Now he's just bare-assed and free-balling.
Yep. Bare-assed and free-balling this half-orc gentleman.
Does this make you feel stronger?
It makes me feel free.
Oh, as long as you're doing what we need you to do. Free away. Number 4, free away.
While this was happening, some of the temple clerics have come out and actually started taking the husks, as you have referred to them, out of the cart. So the cart is significantly lighter, and he just kind of picks it up.
Wait, Ace has to run up, and she will stop them from taking Elish, and she will take him herself.
I mean, they're just moving him out on the cart and laying down the grass. They're not taking them anywhere.
Well, she will pick him up and hold him.
Okay. Yeah, he manhandles this cart like it's no tomorrow, but he's doing like the squat walk, so everything is just out as he's doing it. And you can hear the snickers of the girls around the corner of the keep as they hear your frustration with Gilrael.
I think that's how you get hemorrhoids.
It's certainly how you get something.
He puts it down in front of the keep and kind of dusts his hands off, and then right as the intrepid guild leaders come out of the keep, and Kazuto just kind of sighs and rubs his forehead, and Asuna doesn't look pleased.
And I look at the both of them, and I'm like, I told him!
Gilrael, I have told you so many times. You can't be butt-ass naked. Alright. And he walks over to you, Malachi, and bends over and picks up his loincloth that was right near your feet and ties it on. And you get too much visual stimulation from this. And then he walks into the barracks.
Hey Malachi, are you looking at any brown eyes while you're over there?
He's like tempted to just kick him in the ass.
I am so sorry about him.
One day, he's going to suffer a wound that's going to make him fearful of not having pants on ever again.
I don't think he is.
Hmm?
I don't think he's ever going to.
Ever going to what? Suffer a wound?
That's gonna make him fearful to not wear fearful enough to put pants on.
Kai draws his great axe. Take that bet.
We need you guys for more important things at the moment.
Oh, and he sheathes it back.
We don't know how to put this lightly, so we can't. But, Kira and Elrin are missing.
What?
What do you
How
mean
long?
missing?
They went missing. They were leading a mission into the city, and we haven't heard back from them.
Since when?
Well, we know Elrin was talking to you, Ace, and it was right about then when they left. So, it's been a couple hours?
Ace, did she tell you where she was going?
No, just that she had to go.
Can you point us in their direction?
They went through the portal to the city.
I'm so tired.
We have
You have to.
scouts keeping an eye out for them. And your friend, I should say both of your friends, Sarxador and Zalhace, are, let's say, keeping a bird's eye view of the area.
And still nothing.
We fear that they've been taken by a force much greater than we can snuff out at this present moment.
Which means we need to go after them.
You need to rest and to recuperate. We have enough forces. We will keep scouring. And they're both stronger than anyone here. They won't break or go down so easily.
They're also the pillars of the keep.
They're the pillars of the temple.
We need them back, I think.
That we agree on. The next report from the scouts should be coming in a few hours, right before dinner time. Why don't you guys go back to your rooms and decompress? We'll take care of what you've brought back. I see you found one of our ballista and some of the artifacts.
Gratitude. I need to sleep. Malachi's just on, just dragging his feet.
Well, it looks like your Genasi friend there is going to be staying with Elish for the time being. Your blue friend. Deonis, what should we do about your sister? She's not quite unconscious, but she's not responsive.
I'm not really sure, but every time I touch her, she shocks me. I'm not sure what to do with her.
Our clerics will bring her to the infirmary with the other three.
Thank you.
Ace, are you going to follow them down to the infirmary to stay by Elish's side? Or are you going to go to your room and rest?
I assume that there's like a chair I can sleep in next to them.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be like a long rest because this is still like before dinner time. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
It'd be like a short rest.
I will hang out in the hospital chair.
Okay. Deonis, are you going back to your room or are you going to stay with Devlin?
I'm gonna stay with Devlin.
Okay. That leaves Pen and Malachi. Are you each going to go back to your rooms, or are you going to stay with your party?
I'm exhausted, so I think I just want to go to bed.
It'd be a short rest, not a long rest. So you'll
Yeah,
still be
so
the exhaustion won't go away, but you'll feel a little better.
nah. Where's the party going? I'm sorry.
The infirmary.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna go
I'll go with the party.
See what happens with Yak.
Yep,
Okay.
I'll go with them.
Okay. So you all are led down to the infirmary with the clerics. You may take a short rest here and roll some hit dice if you need to. That is up to you all.
Nah. Not necessary.
In which case, you will hang out down here, and the clerics are going to do some tests, both of an arcane nature, and it looks like Erupt gave them some tools, some equipment to help.
Mm-hmm.
Ace is rolling some hit dice. Okay. Okay.
Mine never worked properly. I was trying to roll like 6 of them just because I'm not gonna end up using them anyway, so.
Okay. You could go ahead and roll just 68 manually. And it would be plus 12. So 42. I marked off your hit die on your sheet.
Thank you.
Alright. And here is where we're gonna end tonight's session. With you guys getting back to the keep, getting them into the infirmary, learning some disturbing news of missing council members and friends. We will pick up here next week. Thank you all for tuning in and sticking around and joining the shenanigans. Stay tuned to see what happens with the Misfits next time.
I thought we rolled pretty well, all things considered.
Yes. I think we need a one-off where the Misfits go west sometime, though. We did pretty well for...
Yeah.
You just want to play Misfits Oregon Trail.
Get you the dysentery you deserve.
It's like you died from dysentery.
Thank God there was a circular shield in the bag of holding.
Seriously. Oh, man. I had no idea what to do at this point.
To be fair, our bag of holding is basically a Mary Poppins bag. It's just got all manner of nonsense in there.
It's
So do
good.
your
We've got a
backpacks.
year's worth of stuff in there.
That's true.
Like 10 pounds of chalk.
Your backpacks also have nonsense in them.
Imagine my...
Not
Yeah,
all
they do.
nonsense.
Alright, everybody have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Yes. Take care.
Right.
Hey guys.